Google Docs and Microsoft Word have stood at the center of modern document creation for more than a decade, each evolving in ways that reflect fundamentally different philosophies of how people work, create, and communicate in the digital age. Their competition is not simply about features on a checklist but about deep underlying approaches to productivity, collaboration, and the future of digital work. The story of these two platforms begins with different technological eras. One was born into an era dominated by powerful desktop computers and legacy software suites, while the other emerged at the dawn of cloud computing, when the Internet was slowly transforming from a place for browsing into a platform for creation and collaboration. Microsoft Word began its life as part of a suite of professional productivity tools designed for personal computers. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, word processing was a revolutionary application, replacing typewriters and transforming the written word into an editable, reusable digital format. Over decades, Word grew deeper and more complex with every release. It became associated with professional writing, corporate documentation, and academic publishing, accumulating advanced formatting tools, precise layout control, and automation features that reflected the needs of businesses and institutions. Word's legacy is powerful and long, rooted in an era where documents were created on a personal machine, saved locally, and often passed between users via email or shared drives. In contrast, Google Docs entered the scene much later and with a very different mindset. Released in the mid-2000s, Docs was designed not as a piece of software to install on a machine but as a web-based, cloud-native application. From the outset, Docs embraced a world where users didn't need to worry about saving their work, where multiple people could edit the same document at the same time without emailing files back and forth, and where a document could live in the cloud, accessible from any device with an internet connection. It didn't come with decades of legacy baggage. Instead, it focused on simplicity, accessibility, and real-time collaboration. These divergent origins laid the foundation for the deeper philosophical divide between the platforms. Word is built for precision, power, and control. Docs is built for ease, access, and teamwork. Collaboration transformed from a luxury to a necessity in the digital age, and this is where the two applications show their contrasting priorities most starkly. Docs was engineered with collaboration at its core. Its interface invites multiple users to work on the same content simultaneously, displaying each person's cursor in real time, enabling comments that thread like conversations, and showing changes instantly without requiring a page refresh or saving. It turned document creation into a living, interactive space where teams in different cities or different continents could work together as though they were in the same room. This was more than a convenience. It changed how people think about documents. Schools adopted Docs early because students could brainstorm and edit together without worrying about which version was final. Distributed teams embraced it because the cloud made it easy to share and update without email attachments. Entire creative workflows emerged around the idea that a document wasn't a static file, but a shared workspace. Microsoft Word, on the other hand, arrived at the collaboration party later. Word added features like real-time co-authoring and track changes, particularly as cloud storage via OneDrive and SharePoint became more common. However, this collaboration is layered on top of decades of desktop-centric design. In practice, Word's collaborative experience can feel more fragmented. It relies on users saving to the right location, managing permissions through cloud services, and navigating legacy behaviors that expect a single owner of a file. While co-authoring works and has improved over time, it lacks the seamless feel of Docs where everyone is automatically working in the same document at the same time. There is a deeper cultural impact to this difference. Docs encourages immediate co-creation, frequent iteration, and simultaneous editing. Word respects individual control. Changes are deliberate and often reviewed in distinct stages using track changes or comments. For some teams, especially those with structured review processes, Word's approach provides discipline. For others, Docs' openness feels like freedom. Accessibility in modern software isn't just about disability support, it's about where and how a user can work. Here, the cloud-first orientation of Docs gives it an inherent advantage in terms of reach and ease. Docs lives in a browser. It doesn't require installation. It loads quickly from almost any machine. Whether a user opens it on a school Chromebook, a personal laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone, they encounter a familiar interface. Their document is already saved, already backed up, and instantly accessible. This reduces barriers for students, freelancers, and teams who switch devices frequently or who don't have powerful hardware. Word offers flexibility in a different direction. Its desktop version installed on Windows or Mac OS delivers the deepest and most powerful feature set. This matters for professionals who need advanced tools offline or in environments where internet access is limited or controlled. Word also has web and mobile versions, but these are intentionally lighter. They serve well for basic tasks and viewing documents, but not all advanced features carry over from the desktop application. The practical impact of this is simple. Docs is consistently accessible across devices and platforms, often with a similar user experience everywhere. Word's experience varies by platform, rich and full-featured on desktop, lighter and more constrained in browsers and on phones. For users who never stray far from one device, this isn't a negative. For those who work fluidly across machines, Docs consistency is a notable benefit. Another fundamental difference between the two systems centers on internet dependency. Because Docs stores files in the cloud and continuously saves changes automatically, it ensures that nothing is lost to a forgotten save or a sudden power cut as long as you have connectivity. Offline mode exists, but it needs to be enabled ahead of time and doesn't fully replicate the online experience. Word's desktop roots are a strength here. The program runs locally, meaning you can create, edit, and finalize documents without ever touching the internet. Autosave exists when you're saving to the cloud via OneDrive, but even without it, Word's local saving is robust and reliable. In environments where network access is intermittent, rural settings, international travel, secure enterprise networks, this offline reliability is more than a convenience, it's essential. For users whose workflows are inexorably tied to connectivity, Docs' cloud-native design makes collaboration second nature. For those who require dependable offline access or who handle sensitive data that cannot reliably be stored in the cloud, Word's offline strength is compelling. Docs and Word differ not only in what they offer but in how they present it. Docs prides itself on a clean and uncluttered interface that emphasizes the basics: typing, formatting, commenting, and sharing. Most features are intuitive and easy to discover without training. This simplicity lowers the learning curve for new users and makes basic writing tasks feel effortless. Word's interface is dense with functionality. Phenomenal power lies behind tabs, ribbons, menus, and dialogues. Once mastered, these tools enable extraordinary control: advanced tables, intricate layouts, master documents, citation and bibliography tools, footnotes and endnotes, templates, and so much more. For many writers, especially those new to digital word processing or those who only need basic features, Word can feel overwhelming. The richness of Word is simultaneously its strength and its challenge: powerful, but with a steeper learning curve. Docs, by contrast, feels approachable and lightweight, designed for users who want immediate productivity without wrestling with menus. In the world of professional publishing and industry-standard document formats, Word's long history is a distinct advantage. The Docs format, the modern Word file type, is entrenched across business, government, and academia. Its consistency and fidelity across devices and systems make it a reliable choice for contracts, official reports, legal filings, dissertations, and any document where precision matters. Docs can import and export in Word format, and it handles most everyday formatting with ease. For basic and mid-level content, this works perfectly. But when documents require exact layouts, complex styles, embedded objects, macros, or strict formatting rules, such as those often mandated in academic or legal contexts, Word's native environment preserves fidelity more consistently. This doesn't diminish Docs' utility. It simply highlights the different focus. Docs prioritizes accessibility and ease, while Word prioritizes precision and professional compliance. Neither Docs nor Word exists in isolation. Each is part of a broader ecosystem that influences how teams collaborate and connect across tools. Docs is a cornerstone of the wider productivity suite offered by a major cloud provider. It integrates seamlessly with email, calendars, video conferencing, messaging, cloud storage, and external applications. For teams already committed to that ecosystem, Docs becomes part of a fluid workflow where documents, meetings, chats, and calendars all talk to each other without friction. This fosters a highly connected environment that simplifies coordination and minimizes context switching. Word sits within a similarly powerful ecosystem built around desktop and cloud services. It integrates deeply with email clients, spreadsheets, presentations, enterprise file management systems, team communication platforms, and automation tools. Its support for macros and scripting enables custom workflows that can adapt to complex business requirements and organizational standards. The difference here is not that one ecosystem is objectively better, both are robust and widely used, but that each ecosystem reflects a philosophy, one built around cloud-based connectivity and real-time teamwork, and the other built around versatility, depth, and enterprise integration. As documents grow in size and complexity, performance becomes a practical consideration. Docs handles everyday writing fluidly, but when documents balloon into hundreds of pages, packed with images, diagrams, and complex layouts, users may notice lag or slow responsiveness. This is partly because it runs in a browser, where performance is mediated through web technologies. Word's desktop incarnation is optimized for exactly these challenges. Large files, rich media, and intricate formatting are handled without hesitation. The application is designed to use local system resources fully, delivering smooth performance even for enormous documents. For book manuscripts, technical manuals, or long reports, Word remains the go-to choice for professionals who work with demanding content. A pivotal consideration for many users is cost. Docs has a clear advantage here. It is free at its core with a personal account. Anyone can create documents, share them, collaborate in real time, and access them from any device without paying a subscription fee. There are paid tiers within its broader productivity suite for businesses that require more storage or administrative controls, but the document editor itself remains free. Word, historically a paid product, now exists within a subscription model for most users. While a limited web version can be used for free, full capabilities generally require an active subscription or a one-time purchase for the desktop software. For professionals and enterprises, this cost is often justified by the advanced features, integration, and security controls. For students, casual writers, and small teams, however, the cost difference can be a barrier. Security isn't merely about encryption or protection against cyber attacks. It's about organizational control, compliance, and data governance. Docs operates on cloud storage, with strong encryption for data in transit and at rest. Its sharing controls allow fine-grained access management, and administrators can control permissions at scale. But cloud storage inevitably raises questions about data location, regulatory compliance, and enterprise governance. For many organizations, storing sensitive information in a third-party cloud requires careful consideration or may be restricted by policy. Word, particularly in enterprise contexts, offers a different approach. Documents can be stored locally, on private servers, or in cloud environments controlled by the organization. Advanced features like password encryption, restricted editing modes, digital signatures, and information rights management provide layers of protection and control. For industries with strict regulatory standards, legal, financial, healthcare, government, this degree of control is often essential. The choice between cloud convenience and organizational control is not just technical, it's strategic. Artificial intelligence is rapidly becoming a defining feature in document creation. Both Docs and Word are advancing in this area, though their approaches differ. Docs has integrated AI features that assist with grammar, style suggestions, and writing improvement. These tools subtly enhance productivity, helping users craft clearer, more polished prose without leaving the editor. Word has taken a more expansive approach by integrating advanced AI assistance into the core workflow. Users can generate content, summarize lengthy sections, rewrite text for tone or style, and leverage intelligent suggestions that go beyond grammar correction. For professionals drafting reports, research summaries, or business documents, these AI tools provide a level of assistance that fundamentally changes how writing is done. The future of word processing is inseparable from AI, and both platforms are integrating intelligent capabilities, but Word's deeper and more powerful AI features reflect its focus on professional high-impact use cases. Across every domain: education, business, creative collaboration, legal documentation, the choice between these platforms depends on what you need to do. Students and remote teams often choose Docs because it requires no install, enables real-time teamwork, and simplifies sharing. For team brainstorming and rapid drafting, it feels natural and immediate. Enterprises, legal teams, corporations, and academic professionals frequently prefer Word for its advanced formatting, compliance tools, citation management, and deep integration with enterprise systems. For professional books, contracts, manuals, and structured reports, Word's capabilities are unmatched. Yet more and more people adopt a hybrid workflow. They begin their documents in Docs for quick collaborative drafting, then shift to Word for final formatting, professional layout, and enterprise-ready output. The future will be shaped by three intersecting trends: deeper AI integration, enhanced cloud collaboration, and cross-platform interoperability. Cloud-native collaboration will become even more seamless, while offline and enterprise-controlled workflows will remain essential for organizations. AI will take on writing, summarization, and even research tasks, blurring the lines between drafting and editing. Both platforms are evolving, borrowing strengths from each other. Docs is becoming more powerful and professional, while Word is becoming more collaborative and cloud-friendly. Over time, the differences may become less about capability and more about philosophy and workflow preference. In the end, the question is not simply which is better, but rather which is better for you. Google Docs and Microsoft Word are both excellent tools, but they excel in different arenas. Docs is exceptional for collaborative, cloud-first writing where accessibility and ease of use matter most. It democratizes document creation and makes teamwork intuitive. Word is exceptional for professional, precise, and deeply controlled document workflows. It supports complex formatting, enterprise governance, robust offline use, and advanced AI assistance that can redefine writing productivity. For many users today, the most effective strategy is not choosing one over the other, but using each where it makes the most sense: drafting and ideation in Docs, and finalization and professional publication in Word. Your choice should align with your workflow, your audience, your device environment, and the level of control you need. In a world where collaboration and professionalism both matter, having both tools at your disposal is increasingly the mark of a savvy digital worker. Thank you for watching this video.